Welcome back everyone, and today we are looking at Bob and Brad air compression leg massager. I find myself through the most part of the day standing on my feet, and if you are like me, you definitely know how it feels to come back home with a swollen feet and a tight leg muscles. Especially when I teach a couple classes in a gym in the morning, and then I come back to my studio and record a couple more classes for you guys. I'm not even talking about playing with the kids and working on my computer, because when I work on my computer, I mostly try to stay. I have a goal set on my Apple Watch to stand between 11 and 12 hours a day at least. So basically the entire day. So before I will begin my honest and unbiased review, I want to mention a few things about this device. This is not a medical grade device, guys. This is not a medical grade lymphedema machine if you're looking at this. And what I mean by that, the medical grade devices, they do have those huge overlapping air pockets specifically designed to promote the circulation of the lymphatic liquid and push it upwards. So this is just an air compression massager, which comes with a lot of benefits which those expensive machines can provide, but it's still not the same. So I just wanted to put it out there, and now when it's out of the way, I'm so excited to tell you a little bit more about this device. Actually, when Bob and Brad contacted me and offered me to review their leg massager, I got really excited because I already have a few devices for massage, specifically for my legs in my house, but I actually didn't have this one. And before I will begin my review and actually show you how that device works, I want to mention a few things which I got really excited right away when I already unboxed it for you, and I actually tried it, but I will try it with you one more time just to show you how it works. So when I just opened the box, the first thing I got really excited, and I will explain why, that it already came pretty much assembled. It came, as you can see it on my table. It's obviously one leg and another leg, and there is two pieces for the thighs. And what really got me excited that I saw those little air compression tubes already attached. I want to mention that it came a little bit tangled, which took me probably a couple minutes to figure it out how to untangle it, but that's pretty much it. All I had to do is to plug in the power to the handle, which is actually an LHD handle. Prince, stay with me. Stay with me, boy. Stay with me. Come on, boy. Come on. Let down. It's gonna be a thunderstorm. You're gonna get scared. It's a very rainy outside. So what I wanted to say, all I had to do is actually to plug in this power. I'm sure Prince is gonna come back crying in a second, and that's pretty much it. So this is an LED handle, and I'm gonna show you how it works a little bit later. So the second thing, and I know that might be not a really big thing for all of us, but for me, I'm not really a tech girl, and I'm always scared when I open the box. That's the biggest thing for me, how to assemble. And saying that, I almost forgot, it comes with the pretty straightforward manual. And even if you don't speak English, because the manual is on English, there is no any other language. You know how sometimes it can be a few different languages. This one is only, guys, on the English. But again, even for a person like me who is not really technically advanced, I would say that way, the pictures are very straightforward, and it's only took me about a minute and a half to figure it out, how to put it together and how to lay it down. I would say though, it took me a little bit time to figure it out which boot is right and which boot is the left side. And the way I did figure it out, it's not the way you're supposed to do it. So I was looking at the menu, and I just look at the picture, which side those wraps are looking in, and that's how I figured out and laid down it for me the first time, which is right, which is left. But then when I looked a little bit closer, there is actually a plastic piece at the end of each boot which says left or right leg, but I noticed it very much later, but I just wanted to bring it out there that there is a little indication which boot is which side, and like whenever you look at the size attached, it's just going to go by default with that side. So another little cute thing, and I think it's a very much cute because I love little bags. It came with that branded Bob and Brad bag, which after using your device you can pack it right in, or you can travel with this so you don't travel with the box, and or you can store it in your house. I must say I try to pack it after I use, just to give it a try the first time, and I will do it at the end of my video again. I would say it could be a little bit bigger. It's not a big inconvenience, but the device, the massager, is pretty big. It's not bulky, but it's pretty big to compare to, again, this Bob and Brad branded bag, which I adore. Little bags. I store all of my bags, from the shoes, from my equipment. I just love little bags, and I thought it's very, very cute. So I just wanted to mention that. So when it comes to devices like this, it can be really, really bulky, and I had to use a few bulky ones. And even though this one is pretty big, it's not as scary as it seems. It's fairly easy to use. So why don't we try to put it on? So I'm not going to turn it on yet. And again, the quality of the device seems pretty decent to me. I didn't use it for a long time. I just used it one time before the review and gave it a honest few cycles of the 15 minutes to feel how it actually works. So how it actually works to put on. You have, guys, two ways to put those boots on. You can just slide in your leg, and that way it's not adjusted, right? Or you can also, I'm gonna put it out back, or you can also, it's gonna be a little bit loud. It's a double layered Velcro here in a breathable soft material, so you can unzip it and put your leg in. I found that this method, second one, unzip and tight it, works a little bit better for me, simply because I don't have a really big legs and I want it a little bit tighter. So then you can unzip the bottom part and make it a little bit tighter too. I would say as well, you don't want to put it, because I experimented with that a few minutes on my first try. You don't really want to put it too loose because you're not going to feel much, and you don't want to put it too tight, because once the air starts to pump to the boots, it's going to fill up. So depend on how hard you like your massage or how light, you can definitely adjust it even while the machine is working. I also would say, if you are an elderly person and you lost a little bit strength on your hands, that can be quite demanding to pull it off and unzip. But again, it's just a one time when you have to do it, and then you can enjoy your massage. But I just wanted to make sure that I mention it, because I noticed that how quality this Velcro is. It's not going to go anywhere. But on the other hand, it can be a little bit different to unzip if you don't have a lot of arm strings. So now it comes with the top part of it, right? It's going to be a little bit loud, I'm sorry. And if you look at the side piece, the one part is a little bit wider and the one part is a little bit narrower. I'm going to do this sound again. So you obviously want to put the wider part on top of your thigh and the narrower part on the bottom close to your knee. I'm a very short person, just a 5'3", so, and the boot is up to my knees, and it's pretty much covering my whole side. So if you're a little bit a taller person than me, it definitely would work great, and there is a lot of room. I think it expands up to 27 or 28 inch, I'm not sure. So when you cover it up, again, you don't want it to be very tight or too loose. Make sure you don't press and squeeze too hard with the Velcro on the tube itself, because it has to be pumping. Later, I'm gonna go ahead and put the second boot as well, and I already plugged it in the power. It's gonna be loud again, and I'm gonna slide my other foot in and adjust the Velcro. Again, I kind of like it that it's adjustable, because I tried before the boots when you slide in, and it's great, then you don't have to deal with that. However, for the smaller people like myself, it's mean I don't get it really tight at all. So I'm gonna get this top piece for the side. Again, the narrower side is gonna go closer to my knee, and the wider opening is gonna come on top. And I'm going to Velcro it here as well. So that's how it pretty much looks, assembled and ready to go. So before I will turn it on, I mentioned that it comes with LED handle, and it looks pretty steady. And one more thing, when the first time I started to use it, I didn't put it all the way through. It appeared like it's all the way. I'm just giving you a little troubleshoot. And I almost contacted the customer service, because I would press the button, it would light up, and then it just would turn off again. And I did a few times until I decided to push it a little bit farther, and I found out that's how it works. So it's fairly easy to use. You just press a button, the red button, start button, you hold it for a couple seconds, and the massagers start to work right away. I'm ready to settle myself a little bit more comfortable. Once you turn it on, guys, it goes automatically on after. It has four different settings, which I'm going to tell you a little bit. So the first setting is going to be massaging just your feet. The second one is going to be working on your, I'm going to put my legs right here. The second one is going to be working on your calves. And the third one is going to be your thighs. So you can use those three completely separate, or you can use the setting number 4, which is on auto. It's going to massage all three parts together. How it works? It works that way. It starts with your feet when you put on auto, then it's progressing to your calves. Now 2 of those parts working together, and then the third part is going to be your thighs, and the third part is going to be your thighs. So if you like to massage just the one part of your body, you can turn off your after and do just the part you like. And the device has 4 different intensity modes as well, guys, and I really like mine on a maximum. I like it tight, I like it hard. So I put it now on after, and I put the highest intensity I have here, and I can feel the compression is pretty decent. And on the LED screen, it's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually showing which part of the legs it's massaging. So it's calves, it's my feet, and this is my size. It feels pretty good. So it also comes with 2 different head settings. Not everyone might like the head, but I kind of like it, especially when the muscles are really sore. It always feels better to myself to apply some heat, like a warm bath, or this device actually feels pretty good, especially on my right ankle. I had an injury, and that's what I felt right away, that it feels really good. Feels really good on my injured ankle. I just wanted you to know that's how it feels. And the heat has 2 different options. It's a little bit less heat, and I think it's approximately goes up to 110 Fahrenheit, and then it's a little bit hotter. I'm not sure that it's a big difference. I'm trying no heat right now. I'm going for the lighter heat, and then I'm going to put it on highest setting of the heat, and it feels really good, but it's not super hot that you can't handle it, of course. Once you turn it on, it automatically sets a timer for 15 minutes for safety. I'm gonna go ahead and sit back a little bit and just relax and just feel how it feels. I don't know if you guys can hear it on my microphone. It has a little bit rumbling noise, the handle itself, not that leg boots, but it's not really terrible bad, so I can have a conversation with other person, or you can probably hear me right now really well. But let me know in the comments down below if you can hear this sound, and I'm gonna put it closer to my microphone. But it doesn't really bother me very much. So what I also wanted to mention for this massager, again, it's not a medical grade device, but it seems fairly does the job what they promise. I can feel the heat is helping me release the muscle tension. I don't have a sore legs right now, but I definitely gonna give it another try once I do have a sore legs. And I will put it down in the comments below after the video is released. I can feel how that can eliminate the swelling, even though, again, there is no overlapping huge air pockets, which specifically designed for the medical grade devices. I must say, guys, that is a pretty amazing feeling. And I used and tried a lot of different massage devices for the legs and for the whole body. And quite frankly, my mom has that expensive chair when it's massaging your arms, massaging your body, massaging your legs, and this air compression too. But that feels really, really amazing. And another thing about this massager, it comes just only with a price of $100 on the Amazon, and you probably seen those expensive devices starting in a few $100s and even a few $100,000s, like my mom chair. But it's a great option for the home remedy for sure. I'm actually impressed. For the $100, it really does what it says it would do. So this is not a video, guys, if I recommend the product or I don't recommend the product. I just wanted to give it a honest and fair try and give you my unbiased and honest review on it, and you guys can decide. I'm gonna put it in my Amazon recommended store, and I also will put the link down below in the description of the video. So don't forget to leave me a comment below, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe so I can remind you every single day to stay on top on your daily fitness.